God's not real. Next.
What? You promised me?
I touch myself to guns.
Glorified Boy Scout.
I'm raw dogging life right now.
Not so controlled chaos.
Why don't you like Christmas?
Because it's gay. That's all I gotta
What's-
say, bro.
Why is it gay though? That's what I'm saying.
Cause, bro, it's a sad holiday for me. I never liked it. Never was interested. It's like I don't get the point of it, you know. It's just a pagan holiday. That's all I see it.
Pay to win.
Yeah,
Pay to win holiday.
yeah, bro. It's a pagan.
No, I'm just fucking with you. Pagan holiday. Yeah, there's like a lot of like holiday or like Christmas traditions that people do that they don't realize are like
Pagan.
satanic rituals.
Yeah. Am I saying that right? Pagan?
Yeah, pagan. Yeah, it's a pagan holiday. Yeah.
Yeah, I told it to my girl and she was like, real? I was like, yeah, you didn't know? I guess you never knew. There's a lot of holidays, bro. There's the rabbit. I forgot what it's called.
Oh, Easter.
Yeah, Easter. Uh, what's another one? Halloween is the biggest one.
Well, yeah, Halloween's definitely definitely not
Christian.
yeah. I don't know. I feel like a lot of holidays were created for one for capitalistic reasons, and then two like you just said, they're like pagan holidays. So like a lot of people are worshiping like spirits and demons that they don't even like fully understand, which is insane to me. Because I do it
Yeah.
too. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, hey. I'm in there with you, bro. I said like Easter. I like candy, hiding candy.
Easter's cool. I don't like personally like when you actually like think about holidays, bro, like they don't really make sense to me. Like Christmas, for example, like if we're celebrating supposedly the birth of Jesus Christ, why are we giving everybody presents? Like why am I obligated to buy everybody that I know a present? You know what I mean? Like how does
Yeah,
that make sense if it's somebody else's birthday that has nothing to do with like I mean technically he has something to do with all of us, but even still like how would that make sense?
because the government wants our money, and where do you know, the store? We buy from the store, taxes.
Oh
Don't we
no,
have
I get
taxes?
that.
No,
And that's what I mean. Like a lot of holidays were created for like capitalistic gain. It's not like
yeah,
necessarily for you to like actually spend time with your family or whatever. Like it's just crazy to me like the how far and excessive like gluttony and like overspending and like all that shit is for like holidays, bro. It's just crazy as fuck to
yeah,
me. Turkey or Thanksgiving doesn't make sense to me either. Like you're
yeah,
gonna celebrate the day that commemorates you slaughtering an entire nation of people. And somehow you're gonna
yeah,
make those people celebrate that day, like later on in their lives.
yeah. And on top of that, Black Friday.
Like that shit's just wild as fuck to me, bro. Like a lot of holidays, like even so, like let's go back to Christmas, and you look at it in the sense that like you're like most people teach their kids that like this fictitious fat man exists, right? And the fat man somehow magically makes it down your small ass chimney.
with
You're
with
you're
with the help of magic.
right, you're allowing your children to have this belief that it's okay for a fat dude to like break into your house once a year. Like you're just getting them comfortable with the idea of having a complete stranger in their house. And like they're under the impression that like whenever this happens, they're gonna get something out of it. But realistically, if somebody breaks into your fucking house, they're probably gonna take shit from you. And most of the time it's gonna result in you losing your life.
Yeah.
So like it's just crazy as fuck to me. Like for me personally, like me and Diana, we don't like our daughter knows what Santa is because it's not a real thing. It's not. Like at one
No,
point,
no.
Saint Nicholas for sure probably was a real person, but Santa Claus, fuck no. Honestly, if you rearrange the letters in Santa, it's literally Satan. But anyway, I don't understand how people are okay with like teaching their well, for one lying to their children, because like that right there, bro, like you sitting there lying to your kids saying that like for years, bro, for years until they finally realize that it's a fucking lie that you're telling them. Like you're creating distrust in your children. You can't expect your child. I know, but you can't like if you can't expect your kids to respect you if you're not respecting them. Is a better way to put it. And like that works with like literally anything. You can't expect your children not to lie to you if you're sitting there lying to them. So if you sit there and from birth all the way up until like 12 years old, when the kid finally realizes that you've been lying to them their whole life about the Easter Bunny and fucking Santa and all this other shit, bro, it's like
Bro.
you're losing the respect of your child because why would they trust you? They don't respect or trust you because you've been lying to them their entire lives.
Yeah. I believe you in that, bro. I didn't believe in Santa when I was 8, bro. And Guam, we celebrate Christmas a little bit different. We don't give out presents. We just spend time with family.
We give all ass
But
whooping.
remember, yeah, that too, bro. Every time, bro. That is actually it was a everyday thing. I never listened, so yeah, I got my ass whooped.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Holidays are very interesting. Like personally, I like Christmas time. Like the feeling of like Christmas, like the time around Christmas. I don't personally like really like Christmas, obviously, with like my rant I just went on. I don't think that Christmas itself is what it's supposed to be. I think that Christmas is closer to what you just said. It's like actually you're supposed to be spending time with your family and like appreciating the life that you do have. If like I feel like that's the best way to if what it is what they say it is, right? And it's celebrating the birth of Christ or whatever, the best way to do that is to celebrate, like just be with the people that you love. You would like it, and if like you are religious and you follow like the Bible and everything like that, like he sacrificed his life for you to do exactly that, for you to just live your life with your family, like live your life. You know what I mean? And like, what
Yeah.
better way to do that to show your appreciation to him than to like just spend the time with your family and like spread love, positivity, and ass whoopings. Nice.
And as to those who, who doesn't listen.
No
Yep.
one listens, Tony.
They either can listen by force or fuck, I don't know, bro.
Oh, I'm a beach ass.
Yep. Bro, we all humans, bro. We all make mistakes.
Yeah, but to some people, they never make mistakes, and God loves them, and nothing that they ever do is wrong because they go to church and they're holy. And so for that, all of their shitty ass actions are somehow justified.
Yeah. Yeah, when people say like my day shit, they're all down and depressed. I'm like, bro, there's other people living the worst and you're here complaining.
No cap, bro. No cap. There's a little fucking Chinese boy right now who hasn't seen daylight in 3 days, bro, working in a factory, and you're over here bitching about how you got to go to work. At least you got to leave work.
Damn. That is true. That is true.
Crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so my topic, ladies and gentlemen, wait for the question. should child labor should come back? The answer to that question is yes.
Your answer is yet. Why do you believe that child labor should come back?
I wouldn't say like make him do like what we do. I would like a little less. Wash the dishes in a restaurant or something that they're capable of doing. I'll say something for like experience, bro, and teach them how to manage their money and IRL.
I'm not gonna put any names out there or anything like that because I don't know if what they were doing was allowed or legal or whatever. But when
Hmm.
I lived in California, I used to know some people that would like bring their kids to work and like their kids would work. And like when I mean work, bro, like they were like prepping food, washing dishes, like working. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I mean, they fucked with it. Like that's how they spent like like their breaks from school and stuff like that. And like the weekends, they would just go with their parents to work and then work, and they fucked with it, bro. Like they really enjoyed it. And that was like one family that I know of that did it. But I know of like other people. So like there's like these places like down in Southeast San Diego that are like kind of family run shops. And so like if you own like a family owned business, you're legally like an LLC, I know for a fact can do it. I'm not sure about what other registered businesses can do it. But if you own
yeah,
an LLC and like you're running like a business or whatever, you are legally allowed to pay your children, like have your children work for you and pay them. I think from ages 6 to 17.
yeah. I was thinking about that around that age.
From like 6 to 17. And so like me and my wife would go to like this little, I think it's like a antojitos is like the best way to put it. It's like they had like everything you could think of, but they also had food. So like they would have like tostilocos, tacos de birria, like food and antojitos. And so we would go, and usually when we were placing our order, we were talking to like some 10-year-old little kid. And like some 10-year-old little kid would take our order, pass it on to like his little sister to give to like their parents in the back that are cooking and shit like that. Like it was just like a whole family operation, bro. And I fucked with like me and my wife would always like comment on it. We were like, bro, like this is fucking legit. Like that's how you should be teaching your kids. Because by the time this
Yeah,
kid hits 18, for one, he's got years of experience.
and he got bread. If they paid
Two,
him, they got
exactly,
bread.
he got bread saved up. Like like honestly, like that's really smart, bro. Like you're setting your child up for success. And even if they weren't like directly paying the child, they could have set up some sort of like trust fund or hedge fund for their money to
Yeah,
like progressively accumulate until they turned 18 and they did have access to that money. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, bro. I feel like that's how it should be. Cause in America, this is what I see, bro. School ain't shit.
In America, school isn't
You on-
school.
you only need maybe English and math.
School is an assembly line to get you ready for the factories and the working field.
Yeah, is bro 8 hours, 8 hours of work.
And then they
Oh, it's
accustom you to take your lunch. They like they train you to come every day, whatever, like you get weekends
yeah,
off like you normally would at a job if you have a 9 to 5. Like school isn't school. You're not there to learn anything useful that like can actually benefit you for yourself. Like you're learning shit that would benefit the company that is the United States. You know what I mean?
yeah. Honestly, cause in Guat we only do not even 8 hours, bro. We start school at 8, finish at 12 noon. That's 4 hours of school, and then
You only had
freedom.
4 hours of school.
Yeah, bro. It wasn't that hard, bro.
Damn, they were really setting you up for the factories. Cause what the fuck?
So I needed experience, brother. Once 12 hit, bro, time to work. Mm-hmm.
Damn. I went to college in high school.
Oh my gosh.
I swear to you.
That be, bro. I could have that opportunity, but I didn't took it.
Nah, it's because when I was in high school, there was like this like a community college that offered high school students classes for $20 a class.
$20?
$20. So I was like, why not? And at the time, I was going to a charter school, so I would get
Yeah.
off school at like 11 something every day because I'd only
Mhm.
have two classes a day. And so I signed up for a couple classes and would just take classes at that community college. My parents were
That
like, you can
was
either get a job or you can go to school. And there wasn't anywhere close to me that I wanted to work unless I wanted to work at like Chuck E. Cheese. And I'd already tried applying at Target like 7 times, but for whatever reason, Target hates me and never wants to hire me. Which,
damn.
looking back at it, is probably a great thing. I'm glad I never fucking got that job. But so I was just like, fuck it, I'll go to school. I'll just keep going to school. I already technically am in school. Why not? It's not my money.
Yeah. And high school they kind of did that to us too. I think ours was free though, or is it $50? I don't know. I don't remember. I didn't took any classes, bro. I wanted my freedom.
My senior year, I was just telling my brother about this the other day. My senior year, so like the way that the charter school worked is like you finish one class in one semester.
Mhm.
And so I took English and weight training my first semester. And so I never showed up to my English class, like never. Like I think I went for like maybe a month of school total, and the teacher just hated me. She was a dumb bitch. Like she just, for whatever reason, bro, like I don't know what I did. I don't know if it's because my mom's family went to that school before I went there or what, and like they left a bad taste in her mouth. I have no idea what the fuck this lady's problem was with me, bro. But she just
Mhm.
had like a grudge against me, bro. Like everything I did was a fucking problem. To the point where I was just like, you know what, bro, fuck you, fuck this class. I'm tired of you. Like you're a dumb bitch. Like fuck you. Yep. And I would just go
Yeah.
to weight training. So I would just lift weights for 3 hours straight a day. Until obviously I failed that class because I just never fucking went. And so second semester I had to take English again, but luckily I didn't have to have that teacher because I refused to have that teacher. And then I took like history because those were the only two classes I needed to graduate. But I couldn't take history until second semester. I don't know why.
Yeah. I say all my teachers love me, bro. I was a different breed in high school.
Most of my like I'm telling you, that's like really I had problems with two teachers. That English teacher and when I was a sophomore, my AP Spanish teacher.
Eh, I lied. I only have one problem with one teacher. He was a little sus.
Bro, my AP Spanish teacher, there was like a cool like 2, 3 weeks of homework that he didn't give me credit for, but I did my homework every day, and I know I did, and so does my family because every single day I wasn't allowed to do anything. I couldn't go outside. I couldn't do nothing. Like I could not fucking wash my ass until my homework was done. You know what I mean? And like
Damn.
I swear to God, my aunt would check like the fucking online portal to see like what classes gave me homework that day, and then she would check to see that I did the homework. And so like this dude didn't like he went like 2 or 3 weeks without giving me credit for the homework, and I think my grade dropped down to a D. And I was like, what the fuck? And like my aunt was like, I was about to get grounded, bro, because of this dude's fucking incompetency. So I like my parents called me out for it, or whatever, and I was just like, I have no idea why this happened, bro. Like I literally showed them the homework, like all the fuck, like I had everything. I took it to school the next day, because my parents were like, you need to fix it, whatever. So uh, I fucking what's it called? Oh, I went to school the next day, and I showed this dude the fucking thing, and he goes, "Oh, well, how do I know that you didn't just go home and like do this all yourself, like do all the homework and then grade it yourself?" And I literally looked at this dude and I was like, "Bro, I'm 15 years old. Do you think I'm gonna take time out of my fucking life when I could be doing literally anything else in the fucking world especially like hanging out with my friend. Like, you think I'd give a fuck about school that much that I sat there all day yesterday, wasted the entire day not hanging out with my friends, just so that I could fucking get credit for this homework? Like, I don't even fucking care about this class, bro. Like, I already finished my language requirement last year. I don't need this class. And so, like, it pissed me off. Went back to my seat because he wouldn't fucking take uh my homework. So I went back to my seat and I was texting my aunt. I was like, "Hey, this dude doesn't want to take my homework. I don't know what you want me to do about it." And she was like, "Oh, well, like, like, I'm in the middle of texting my aunt, and he catches me texting my aunt, and he's like, 'Hey, give me your phone.'" And I was like, I literally verbatim, bro, I was like, "No, go fuck yourself, bro. You already fucked me over with the homework. I'm not letting you take my phone." And he was like, "Oh, you can't talk to me like that. You need to go to the office." And I was like, "All right, whatever." So I grabbed all my shit and I started walking out of the classroom. And as soon as I was about to leave the classroom, he was like, "But you need to give me your phone first." And I literally told him, like, "Go fuck yourself." And I left. I walked to the office. My parents were called, all this shit, blah, blah, blah. My uncle came down to the school pissed, bro, because he was in the Marine Corps at the time. So, like, he had to tell his fucking bosses in the Marine Corps, like, "Hey, I gotta go fucking handle some shit for my nephew," like, blah, blah, blah. Bro pulls up to my school pissed, bro. And like my uncle at the
Damn.
time was like a pretty built dude, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and so he pulls up to the school mad as fuck, and he's like in this conference room with the teacher, and like the teacher, you could tell is just shitting his pants the whole fucking time, bro. Cause like I'm telling you, like I did that homework. My parents sat there and were like, "No, you're full of shit," because we sit there and make sure that he does his homework every fucking day. So either you're lying, or something's fucking happening here, bro. But it seems like you're fucking lying, cause we know he's doing his homework. And like it became this whole thing. They ended up like suspending me from that teacher's class from like for like 3 or 4 days or some shit. And then I didn't even get grounded for like my grade or anything like that. I got grounded for cussing out the teacher. And even then I was only grounded for like the rest of that week, and I got my phone back the next week.
Damn. That's fucking interesting, bro. What the fuck? Nah, bro. For me, it's just one teacher, bro. Every time I ask for help, he would not help me, bro. He did not help me, bro. So I sent an email, bro, to the principal. That email was bad, bro. I was cursing and shit. I was like, bro, I don't want to be with this fucking retarded ass fucking class and shit like
Well, bro,
that.
honestly,
It
some
was
people
like,
shouldn't be teachers.
I was like, I asked for help. Motherfucker don't want to help. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Because he will only go help the girls, bro. Every time a guy asks for help, here and there he helps them, but he'll be like, no, figure it out. And I'm like, bro,
There's just
bro.
genuinely some people that should not be teachers. Like there's a lot of shady ass like humans in this world that just do things to make money, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's a lot of teachers. Like I feel like if you don't have the drive to actually like better society in some way by teaching children, you should not be a teacher, right? So like if you don't have the patience and like the understanding to like for one deliver like a more complex message to like people that need more understanding, you should not be a teacher. If you don't have the patience to deal with like outbursts or like certain like because nowadays especially, bro, like there's not a single normal kid, quote unquote. Normal nowadays is ADHD and fucking autism, like, you know what I mean? If you don't have the patience to like deal with shit like that, you shouldn't be a teacher. If you don't have like I said, the understanding to like that they're like for one, everybody is different. Everybody learns different. Like some people learn by you sitting there yelling at them or talking to them, you know. Some people learn with you showing them. Some people learn with them doing it themselves, you know what I mean? And as a
Yeah,
teacher, you need to understand that. Like I feel like there should be like teaching plans devised specifically around those three methods of teaching so that you're knocking all three out and there's no excuse for these kids to be like, "Well, I didn't get it." Oh, well, that means that you weren't fucking paying attention.
yeah. For me, I gotta see it and also kind of do it at the same time to me to learn something.
I'm the same way. Like I could see something three times and then try to do it myself, and then from there I'll just figure it out.
Yeah, that's me. If I if you have it like written down, like step by step, kind of like you making something, and you go on a website and you like read everything. Yeah, bro, I can't do that shit. Like, fucking do a YouTube video and shit. Show me how it's done. I'll get it.
Yeah, man. Some people just shouldn't teach people. I don't know. Like I'm telling you, I think that part of the reason that my Spanish teacher didn't like me is because of the fact that like, well, for one, it was a white dude. Like my
Oh,
Spanish my AP Spanish teacher was a white dude, and he had like this horrible white accent. Like you could tell that it was not his first language. You know what I mean? And he
yeah,
was a
but was
he wa-
he good at it though?
I mean, he spoke Spanish, but he had like a thick ass white accent. Like it was horrible. Like my Spanish for Spanish speakers teacher, she was also fully Caucasian. She spoke proper Spanish. Like in my personal opinion, she probably had better qualifications to uh to teach AP Spanish than he did. In my personal opinion, like I don't know. That was
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I had like I took two. I'm not gonna lie, 2 or 3 years of Spanish. One of them was a Spanish teacher. I ain't gonna lie, bro. She was hot. I ain't gonna cap. And the other one was a white lady. Uh, she was a sweet old lady, you know. She spoke perfectly in Spanish, bro. Perfectly. Here and there, I mean, she still had the accent, but she's fluently in Spanish, bro. I don't know how, but yeah, she takes trip to Spain, so it's pretty dope.
Yeah, like I fucked on my Spanish for Spanish speakers teacher. I wish that she would have been my AP teacher. And I'm telling you, I think this dude's vendetta against me is the fact that I looked just as white as him, but spoke way better Spanish than him. Like ridiculously better Spanish.
So
And
you
I
got
think that he was just
special
like hating on
kids.
me, bro. He was just jealous or some shit, bro.
Damn. Some teachers are jealous.
What up?
What up, Herb?
How you doing?
Good.
We were just talking about shit that
Shitty
happened in
teachers.
school. Yeah, shitty teachers. I only had one, luckily.
Okay. Yeah. Shitty teachers. Yeah, I think I can name a couple,
We can't
but
name the names.
Yeah.
well, I can, but as I got older, I realized, how hard their job is, and I don't really give them, I don't really hold any resentment any too much for that. I wasn't a troublemaker though. I wasn't like I didn't make teachers cry and shit like that. I don't know if that was how you guys are, but
In middle
but
school
like
for sure. I was a badass kid.
Yeah, I said middle school
yeah,
too.
but these teachers, they don't get paid shit, and then all these kids just make fun of them and stuff, and kind of feel bad. But yeah, I did have a couple of teachers that were kind of fucked up, I guess. I don't know what to say. I mean, I don't know. I went to a small school though.
Yeah, you did went to a small school. My school was kind of big, so
Did you go to the same school, Tony?
no.
You think because we're Hispanic, we just went to the same school?
Yeah.
Just because it's
Just a
I don't
Browns
want to
only
say it.
school? You think
Yeah,
that's
you
Yeah,
guys are
what
better
yeah,
than us, so I thought so, yeah.
Went to school for
yeah.
Browns.
What the fuck?
better?
I
Yeah.
mean, there is.
Okay,
There
Irvin,
is.
tell me what white people have other than, like, I don't know, white fans
Rights?
culture.
I'm kidding.
Good credit
Right?
score.
He said he went straight to
I'm
the
just kidding.
rights.
No. Um. No,
Like,
I'm
whites
not.
don't have any culture, man. Like, we're just boring people.
Okay.
That is
Okay.
true.
Um.
Yeah, but because of that, you have time to actually focus on being like an actual like loving and like accepting family. You know what I mean? It's easier for like I don't know how to explain it. Never mind. I'm just gonna shut the fuck up. I don't want to sound horrible.
No. I see
What
you're
you're gonna say like black families, you know, the dad's not there, and then same with Hispanic families, kinda. Is
Yeah,
that what you're
Coleman,
gonna
you had a
say?
dad.
Yeah,
No, that's
Coleman,
not what I was gonna
you
say.
got two family who are still together. See, I have
Bro's
my
parents are
mom.
married.
I have my mom. My dad is still in Guad. They're separated, so
Well,
I meant more along the lines of like it's easier for like an example is like so if you have one person in a position of power and wealth in like a white family, a lot of the times like because of how it's hard to explain like because there's no culture in your community, you guys are like a tighter knit community if that makes sense. So like for but at the same time I don't necessarily fully agree with that because I've done business with like a lot of white people that are just like shitty ass businessmen that like are just trying to like obviously look out for themselves. But I know that
Yeah.
like I also know businessmen that like do what they can to like help their family and shit like that. So like they get their family involved in their business so that they're also making money. And I again like this is part of the reason I didn't want to say this is because I also know like people of other ethnicities that do the same thing. Like I know black families that started businesses and got their family involved so that they're all like thriving and shit like that. That's the only reason I rescinded that comment because I also know Hispanic people that do like it's every community. It's just how you're raised, I guess.
yeah.
Makes sense. But like what I'm saying is like my dad used to do cookouts, but they were like, I don't know, man. They were like, just go to a Hispanic cookout, like you, and then go to a white cookout. Like you know what I mean? Like the vibe's just way better at the Hispanic cookout. Like every time. Now, like me, I'm a picky ass eater and I'm a bitch. I don't like hot food, so like I like the food at the white cookout better. But the Hispanic one is always more fun.
Throw a dog on the grill for old Coleman.
You'd be amazed how many times I've gone to like cookouts with like friends who are Hispanic growing up, and they would genuinely have a pack of hot dogs there just for me, and I used to love it.
No, Cole.
I used to love it, bro.
Hispanic growing up, so they're not Hispanic anymore.
No, they still are obviously. I just mean like I don't know.
I'm just kidding.
But
Yeah,
yeah, like I
yeah.
don't know. I just think white people are boring.
I agree
Yeah,
Like
I've
with
we
that.
never
just
been
we
to
pay
a.
our taxes, we save our money, we
All
retire, and
right.
that's it. Like there's no
I
real like adventure there.
I will say that there's almost nothing funnier than like a white crackhead. So like if you find like a homeless white person that was like homeless due to drugs, bro, hilarious. Comedy. Like they're
Bro,
entertaining for days.
just go to Casey's at 3 a.m. on 132nd.
That sounds dangerous. No,
That's.
Dude, they are
I don't know, bro.
crackheads are always there, and it's hilarious. I love it.
You said Casey's on 132nd,
Yeah, like
and
down the road from us.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
the
That place. Okay, all right.
Yeah, they are fucking hilarious down there. You'll have, like I'll buy pizza at like 3 a.m. Don't ask me why I'm buying pizza. Well, you guys know why I'm buying pizza at 3 a.m. We work the night shift. It is what it is. Yeah, and like I'll walk out with a pizza box and they'll be like, "Hey, can I get a slice?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's cheese." And like sometimes they'll be like, "That don't matter," and other times they're like, "Oh, never mind, never mind." And I'm like, "What the fuck?"
I would have thrown some quarters at his ass for saying that shit. Like, motherfucker, swear to
bro,
God.
there was a time, bro.
Throw some quarters at
I
his
was
ass.
with Gio, bro, at a gas station, bro, and this homeless guy was there, bro, and Gio was like, I don't know what they told me. I was like, they're like, give him $1. I was like, nah, bro, I'm probably gonna give him a job application.
Nah.
Bro,
Here's a
I ain't
real
gonna lie,
question.
bro, it's the truth, bro.
Dude, DoorDash is always hiring. They could go work.
For real, you could
They don't
ride a
have a
bike to
car.
DoorDash. You don't need a
Yeah,
car. You can actually
They
even
don't have.
technically walk to DoorDash.
yeah.
Yeah, that's just
Here's
gonna, nah, bro. If a
I
homeless
swear to
guy
you.
comes to my house, bro, food cold as fuck, bro, Nah, I'm sending that bitch back.
Tony,
Well,
you act
yeah,
like they're gonna
obviously.
find your house. Don't you have a problem with them not even finding your house?
That is true. They have trouble finding my house, brother.
Here's a real question: why are people white?
What? You cut out there for a second for me.
Yeah, I kind
Why
of
are
did me
more
too.
homeless people white than? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can.
Yeah,
I
you're
can.
good.
Uh,
I
Coleman,
really
can
don't
you
know. I've
elaborate?
never thought about that. Well, like, so part of it is like obviously a lot of white people are lazy too. They like I don't know how to explain it, man. There's just
Is
like
it
a
just
culture shock, I guess. Like sometimes with it. Culture shock's not the right word.
Because
Or
of we're off the
maybe
roll.
white people are think that their life should be somewhat already set up for success,
Oh, there's
but then when
definitely a
it's
lot of them that do that.
but then when it's not, things like that happen.
My favorite type of
And
person is somebody who peaked in high school and they're white because they only ever talk about like, hey, you remember back in high school when I got that game-winning touchdown? And I'm like, bro, we've been out of high school for like I don't even know how many years at this point. Like, why are
and
you
look
still
at
talking
you.
about shit you did in high school?
is
I've
Javi
just
in the
never
Still
really
Discord?
working at
accomplished
a
anything in
at
my
a
life.
8 hour. I was just playing. It should have
Is
been
Javi
Yeah.
in the Discord or no?
No.
no.
Oh, you're good, man.
No, Javi hasn't been joining lately for reasons unbeknownst to us.
Speaking of that, have you seen Dan Bilzerian's like recent statements? I don't know if you've seen that. It's
Are they anti-Semitic?
yeah, like it's
Ooh.
it's
Dan
it's insane,
Bilzerian's
bro.
anti-Semitic. Dan
It's
Bilzerian.
pretty. Look up Piers Morgan and Dan Bilzerian,
I hate
and I
Piers
mean like
Morgan.
yeah, yeah, but like then like
Shut the fuck up.
he tries to put Dan Bilzerian in like a hot spot, hit him with. And dude, Dan Bilzerian, he takes the questions like a champ, and he just comes out and he just straight up like gives a hella crazy facts on Jews and what they believe, and they believe as non-Jews as like less humans and shit like that,
Yeah, it's
and
crazy.
like subhuman. Like if you're not Jew, your blood's not pure. You're fucking. And oh, dude, all these crazy
Or
fucking
we don't
facts,
inbreed. No,
like
Crazy.
like
bro, I
yes,
don't know.
Do steroids
his
for most of his
information.
life?
What's up?
Didn't he do steroids for most of his life? Like, isn't his whole life fake? As a matter of fact.
But he still
I
has
mean,
real money.
he came out pretty honest about that. He's like, I'm trying to be faithful to just one woman and shit like that, and and have a better life. But he said, since I have so much money right now, I don't care about the consequences of these words that I'm gonna say. Like I wanna tell the truth about all this shit about Jews. Shit. It was a crazy thing, bro. It was kind of a crazy like segment, honestly. Like
I'm gonna check that out. That sounds pretty interesting. I'm not gonna
yeah,
say
it
that I'm
was.
anti-Semitic, but I do believe that Jewish people are pretty shitty, like as a people as a whole, and not like okay, not as a whole. I think that Zionists, like so basically like extremist Jews, are shitty people, like horrible people.
Yep.
Yeah, you're gonna
I
want to see that shit, bro. It's yeah, it's like all that. It's all about all that, dude. Like it's aligning with everything you're saying. He fucking everything just makes too much sense when it comes to like the Jews. It just
like
makes
they control everything. It's not even like a joke. The Rothschilds, they're all Jewish. Like they control the bank. There's only one country in the world that does not run based off that banking system, and it's Russia. Russia's the only country that has its own banking system, and that's why they're pushing so hard to make Russia seem like a bad guy, so that they can. All they need to do is basically make Russia succumb to them, and the one world order is in effect.
Mm-hmm.
Dan Bilzerian said he's like all of the despair and the war and everything in the world is because of Jews. Like he said that, and
Yeah,
and he's like, and Piers Morgan was he was like shocked, fake shocked. I'm gonna say fake shocked because he's he's part of it and shit. But he's like, oh, I can't believe you're saying this stuff. Like that's not correct. Like you're coming out too hard like crazy right now. Dan Bilzerian's like, that's all right. I don't care. Like I have money. They can't steal my money. Shit like that. And I don't know what he said. And like,
He says that, but they can.
yeah, I guess maybe he has certain protocols and plans in place, just in case.
Well,
But
like they could sue him to no end over just dumb shit. They could pretty much just get his account like hacked and like, oh, banking system, we can't put that much money back. Like we don't know what happened. They
he
have all
said in
these
the
dumb
video he doesn't
bullshit
care about
rules.
money anymore. So I guess that's what gives him the power, is that he doesn't care about money. Which,
And honestly, if I've accumulated that much wealth, I wouldn't have it in a bank account, so to say. Like I'd have it in assets,
Yeah.
like
But-
unseizable assets in like a foreign trust that I am the trustee of, that nobody can touch other than literally me.
I respected that though from Dan Bilzerian, because I kind of
Shit.
agree with that. I kind of agree. It's all
Get,
true.
get me and Jayoma on his case, bro. We'll make sure he doesn't lose any bread.
Oh my, that's crazy.
You think I'm playing, bro? Get Jayoma to cover him legally, bro. Just cause like I don't want to have to deal with that. And I guarantee you, like I know a lot about the law and like finance law, that I can protect his
Yeah.
money. He probably already knows how to do it himself with how much money he has. He's probably learned how to protect his wealth. That he probably knows exactly what I just said. To put everything in a foreign trust, make himself the trustee. Shit, he could even put it into an LLC, put that LLC in the trust, and then he's the sole. Bro, there's hella ways to protect your assets.
Man, unfortunately, the whole anti-Semitic thing. So like, if he brought up Kanye a lot, and like, you could say what you want to say about Kanye West, but he came out with a lot of crazy things in recent years, and like he got canceled. Like he got canceled for everything he said, and I mean like the anti-Semitic stuff. For me, man, honestly, I believe it, but there's nothing we can do about it, bro. There's nothing we can do about it. Like it's like they run everything, bro. They got it on lock. Like there's nothing that can be done, like in a way.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm literally so out of the fucking loop. I don't even know what the fuck that word means. I literally don't. I have no idea.
Yeah, me either,
Anti-Jew.
bro. I'm lost. I'm with you,
Anti-Jew.
brother.
Anti-Jew.
Anti-Semitic
Anti-Jew?
just means, yeah.
Well, isn't it anti like race pretty much?
Just yeah.
Not really.
I guess like Semite means the original
Oh,
people
yeah.
that are the Hebrews, the original Hebrews
Yeah.
from like the Hebrew blood. And I guess another thing that Dan Bilzerian said is that in the country of Israel, they are not allowed, like DNA tests are illegal in Israel. Like you cannot do a DNA test in that country
Yeah, something with
because
your blood, right?
yes, but they don't want they don't want people from Israel, Jews from Israel, to do a DNA test, because like a crazy percent, like over 90% are not true Semites. Like
Yeah.
they're not true Semites.
It's
Like
not
the true
possible.
Semites are actually Palestinian. Like they are closer to the original Hebrews than like some of those Jews are, the Zions or whatever.
Some of
And that's
those
just
Jews.
fucking.
Bro, what the fuck?
I don't
Is this
know.
just
Some
a
of them
breach of
Jews.
Jews now? Or what?
Their bloodline is scattered. That's why. Like it's scattered. They're not
Hella.
true. They're
They're
not true Semites or
not the
Hebrews.
purebred.
You got something
They're not
against
the
Jews?
people. Bro, it's because all those facts that are brought up and everything, man. It kind of makes sense, bro. Like if you want
I
to,
don't hate
if you want to
Jews,
fall
but
in,
I don't like them.
if you want to fall into
I'm
the
not a
rabbit
big
hole like
fan
me,
of them. I don't hate them, but by God, I'm not a big fan of them.
I mean, they killed Jesus. And, there's
That's what I
track
mean.
one
Like,
right there.
they
Big
literally
bad
killed
guys.
Jesus. Like,
They killed Jesus, bruh. That's crazy work.
Mm-hmm. They did.
I don't keep up with other races and like what they follow, who they are. I don't even understand Americans and English people and the fucking races that we have scattered around here. How the fuck lost? I'll stay lost. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I think
I mean, it's a weird thing, because like he also said like, why is it that you could call a Muslim like a terrorist, or you could say, oh, they're gonna kill us, or they're gonna bomb us. You could say a lot of things about Muslims, and that's okay. But as soon as you start saying something about Jews, nope, canceled.
They control the
everything.
world, bro. They run everything. Like they control the media, they control the bank, they control literally everything. So whenever you come at them in any way, it's a problem. It's kind of like
The music industry.
yeah, it's kind of like when you like are talking shit to somebody and it's like you yourself know that you can take jokes, but the other person can't. So this like they're sitting there talking shit about you, you can take the joke completely fine. The second that you say anything, even if it's a lighthearted joke to them, they're like, "Man, fuck you, man, man." That's Jewish people as a whole. Like that's literally the
Yeah.
best way to describe
It's
Jewish
like our
people.
soups. You can't fucking joke with them, you know.
Literally.
Like our
Bro,
No, you hurt
You
my
can with
feelings.
Travis.
You're
I
gonna
fuck-
get fired. I'm
I
gonna
don't know.
cancel you.
Make that so.
Make that.
All right, next topic.
It was like Earthman or something dumb.
Yeah, everybody dies.